Hey everybody, it's your girl Carmela here. I'm so excited to be with you guys to talk to you about fourth quarter planning or holiday prep, whichever one you want to call it. But the key is that you get started right now. It's the first day of the fourth quarter, the last quarter in the year. And I'm talking in terms of quarters. You know, you got January, February, March, then you got April, May, and June. You got July, August, and September. And then you got October, November, and December. And the fourth quarter is important because this is how you're going to close out your year. This is how you're going to close out your year. It's real important. It's important for your books, for your finances. And this is how you end your year is going to determine how you move into your new year. So let me make sure everybody is with me. Good morning. When y'all come on, just say good morning. I like to make sure that not only can you see me, but I also want to make sure that you can hear me. And I want to make sure that you all are getting the information and I can see your wonderful comments. Okay. I see Ms. Rose said hello. All right, perfect. I can see that lets me know I can see some comments too. All right, good morning, or afternoon. Good morning or afternoon or whenever you're watching this. Hey Rose, hey Cheryl, so glad you could join me. Now listen, I hope y'all got your notebooks because we're going to get into fourth quarter planning. I want to give you some strategies. Good morning, Andrea. I want to give you some strategies so that you can have a successful fourth quarter. And let me tell you something. The momentum that you create to end the year strong is going to carry with you into the new year. Do not fall into the trap of thinking, okay, it's the holidays, people are not spending money. That is far from the truth. It's the holidays, people are spending money because it's the holidays. So let me pause for a minute, introduce myself for those of you that may be new. My name is Carmela Williams. I am a business coach and a leadership trainer. I should say team trainer because I don't just train leaders, I train teams. No matter how big or how small that team is, I absolutely love facilitating trainings in the corporate world and also with small businesses. I'm just bringing those teams together so that we can build the culture that we want to build within our organizations. As a small business coach, one of the areas that I focus in is ensuring that entrepreneurs have your prices right, that you've learned how to manage your schedule, and that you can manage your speech. Like you can let people know clearly, with clarity, who you are, who you serve, and who you're looking for. And a lot of times people ramble when you ask them, what do you do? And they say, well, I do this. And they list out, 7 things, and you leave still not knowing what it is that they do. And a lot of times we lose money because we don't have clarity on what it is that we do. And we think that doing like a shotgun spray and saying that we offer everything makes us more marketable, and it does not. Actually, you will get rich in your niche. I hope you heard me. Get rich in your niche, meaning whatever. The more you niche down and be specific about who your product or service is for, the better your marketing dollars are spent, and the more targeted your focus becomes, and people know exactly who it is that you're talking to. All of that is important, but that's a training for another day because you got to be confident in who it is that you are called to serve and speak directly to them. And when you speak directly to them, they know that you're talking to them. Good morning, Teresa. One of the people that I follow is Stormy Wellington. I follow Stormy because she is into an MLM, and I'm in a couple of those as well. And she always says, I'm talking to the little black girls and little brown girls, and everybody else that I connect with is a bonus. She's very specific about the target audience of the people that she wants to bring along with her. And you can't be afraid to be that specific. For those of you who say, well, I really want to work with women, but I don't want to leave the men out. If you're called to work with women, it's okay to specifically say those women are the ones that you're called to work for, and don't be afraid to say it. Now, let me get back focused. Fourth quarter planning. So that was just a bonus for you. Fourth quarter planning. So listen, we do have a training that's coming up on December the 10th. It is an on-site training. I do have some other stuff that's coming up virtually, but our focus right now is to fill this class for December 10th with entrepreneurs, male or female, that's ready to move their business forward. Some of you, it may be your first time doing business with me. This is a great way for you to get your feet wet, see how I work, see how the strategic planning that we offer can help you to grow your business. What we'll be doing on December the 10th is you're going to bring your plans. I encourage you to have some stuff scratched out on a sheet of paper, unless you just got it all up here and you're going to be able to get it out on your paper. I want you to bring your plans so we can dig into those plans and we can come up with a strategy specific for your business. December 10th is going to be phenomenal. It is a working day. It is not a day for you to sit and get. I'm going to share some tips with you, and then we're going to put those plans together. We're going to share. You're going to be working. I promise you, when you leave there, you're going to be confident about what it is that you're going to be doing in January, February, and March for your business. All right, so here we go. Number one for fourth quarter planning is you got to decide which holidays you're going to promote. That's the very foundation. Which holidays are you going to work with? Now, in this group, we're live on my YouTube channel, and we're live here in my group on Facebook, the Training Room for Hungry Entrepreneurs. The reason I like to also share the videos on the YouTube channel is on the YouTube channel, you don't have to look for the training videos. They're all in one place. You don't have to go through the other posts and things of that nature. So if you don't subscribe to the YouTube channel, be sure to do that, especially if you enjoy the training. Y'all, there's years and years of free content on my YouTube channel. So go check it out. But that's where we are. And the reason I shared that is to tell you we got a variety of businesses that are tuned in and are looking for tips on how to prepare for the fourth quarter. So some of you are selling products and some of you are selling services. And so you have to figure out how that product or that service ties into that specific holiday. We're in October, so we're starting off right. Like, you don't have to wait until November. We're in October, so you can go ahead and plan. October, you got Halloween, fall festival activities, breast cancer awareness month, domestic violence awareness month, bullying prevention month. And then there's some fun things like Bosses Day is the 17th. Taco Day is October the 4th. World Smile Day is October the 7th. So you have to decide, what can you do? So you may not have a program necessarily where you're selling something for Domestic Violence Awareness Month. You may not be selling anything for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but if that is something that you support on wherever you share your business, that's something that you want to share. That's why it's important for you you're gaining momentum right now, because some people want to know what it is that your business stands for, right? And so it's okay for you to put that pink ribbon up on whatever your ad is or whatever it is that you got going on. It's not tacky. It's actually a way to show that we support and we give back. My business supports our local domestic violence shelter. So every business that I have falls under one umbrella. And that umbrella, TC Williams Enterprises, supports Domestic Violence Awareness Month by partnering with our local shelter. We do our partnership and our campaign in January. Everybody that does business with me knows that. So we usually do an activity in October, but we also support breast cancer awareness because my mom is a 2-time breast cancer survivor. And I know other people whose lives have been affected by that. People want to know those social things that you're also connected to. We're going to get into the business stuff as well. November, you got Thanksgiving, American Diabetes Awareness Month, Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday. And a lot of us fall into the trap of waiting until November to start preparing for these items. And you can't wait until November. You got to put your plan together right now. November also has Veterans Day. Are you a veteran running a business? That is a big, big deal. If you are a veteran-owned business, people should know that. Your banks should know that. There's even a certification with the Small Business Association for those veteran-owned businesses. November 13th is World Kindness Day. Then in December, you got Christmas, you got New Year prep, you got Gingerbread House Day on December 12th. You got Christmas Eve, you got New Year's Eve. There's a lot of things that people are preparing for. And let me tell you, because the holidays are coming up, people are spending money. people are spending money. And I'm going to show you how. I'll give you a few tips on what you can do to make sure that you benefit from some of these holidays through your holiday sales. So, number one, which holidays are you going to be a part of? You may say, well, I'm doing all of them. Well, if you're going to do all of them, you got to have your plan together so you'll know. If you're going to put some flyers together, how are you going to promote it? How are you going to let people know in advance? That's number two, create a plan. Number one, decide, make a decision. Don't just wait to see what somebody else is going to do. Make a decision on what you're going to do for your business. And if somebody said, well, girl, you should have did such and such and such, or boy, you should have did such and such and such. No, you made the decision. Stick to your decision. Number two, create a plan. Be specific with your holiday sales items. Number two, hey, Carrillo, create a plan. What is your plan going to look like? So these are the holidays that I'm going to tie into. Now, what am I going to do? How much this step number two, create a plan, is going to include you putting together how much money you want to make over this fourth quarter. So let's start low. So if you say, I want to make $5,000 the fourth quarter, that's combined. You want to make $5,000 October combined, October, November, and December. $5,000 goes at the top of that page. Now, underneath it, you got to decide what products you're going to be promoting over October, November, and December to get you to the 5,000. Not only which items, products, and services that you're promoting, but how many of each you need to sell so that you can hit the goal. We don't leave anything up to chance, okay? You don't leave anything up to chance. So if you are doing mugs, I got a white mug, so you may not be able to see it. This one is my husband's work mug. It's a Train mug. It keeps everything cold and hot. So maybe you're selling mugs. You're selling these Arctic Zone cups. How many of these, if you want to make $500 from selling Arctic Zone cups, and you sell these cups at $25 each, how many of these cups do you need to sell? This goes into the plan, right? You want to make $500 divided by 25. That means I only need to sell 20 cups. See, it sounds like a lot until you do the math. I hope this is clicking for you. The reason you got to do the math in part two is because it can seem overwhelming, okay? But when you do put the numbers down, you can see, wait a minute, I can do that. I know 20 people. And you may not need to know 20 people. You might just need to know, you don't need to know 20 people. You need to know 5. Maybe you can get 5 people, 5 business owners to buy 4 cups for their staff for holidays. So now you ain't got to go look for 20 individuals. You're going to look for 4 people that's buying gifts. 5 people that's buying at least 4 gifts each. They're going to spend $100 on their people. You see what I'm saying? I want you to do the math, and I don't want you to get overwhelmed with what it looks like. You create the plan. Now, another way to look at it, I'm showing products, and I'll give you a service example in a minute. Maybe I'm selling this little journal. This little journal is $10. This is a leader planning guide. So the leader planning guide is $20. So this is $30. And then you're going to sell the calendar. And maybe the calendar is $30. So that's $30, $40, $50, $60 for all 3 of these things, right? If you buy them individually. But maybe for November, instead of waiting just to Black Friday, maybe for the whole month of November, I'm selling this as a holiday bundle, and you can get all 3 for $45. So now they're going to buy all 3 and save $15, right? Or you can let them get them all for $60, but their bonus is 1 mug. Or their bonus is, a couple of pens or something. You know what your bonus can be. But I want you to think in terms of bundles. Those of you that sell products, if you're selling a product, you don't have to just sell one, right? You can put it together in a package. You can sell 2 or you can sell 3. You don't have to sell it one at a time. That's what the plan means. It doesn't mean that you're not selling these items individually. It just means that I'm highlighting my holiday bundles so that you can reach your goal, and you're putting your best items up front. Creating a plan. The next thing on creating a plan that I do, I'll share this with you, is on you got Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday. On Cyber Monday, I always send out an email to my former corporate clients. So this is why you should have everybody's information. This is why you should send them some type of email or correspondence monthly or quarterly. Your people should hear from you. It shouldn't be a surprise when they get emails from you and they think it's spam. On Cyber Monday of every year, I send out an email that gives them an opportunity to book a training for their team in the first quarter of the next year. So Cyber Monday of 2022, this year, I'm going to send out an email that they can book a training for first quarter of 2023, and they'll be locked in with 2022 rates because prices do go up. Y'all do know that, right? So when you provide a service, a lot of times your prices increase. The more skilled you are in that particular area, the more skilled somebody is in an area, the more experience they have, the more exposure they have, the more it costs for you to do business with them. So anyway, what I do is if they set their date and pay their invoice within 30 days, then they will get their training the first quarter of 2023 at 2022 rates. Now, what does that do? It provides, it locks some things in for my clients. It gives them a good rate. It puts a date for training already on the calendar. So I'm there to help them transition into the new year. What does that do for me? It helps me have a strong fourth quarter. And it also, what does me going into their organization in first quarter, what that does is it allows me to build momentum for my second and third quarter. Because very rarely do I go in and do a training and I'm not called back to do another one. But sometimes you got to get your foot in the door so they can see what it is that you do. They can see how you flow. They can see that you operate differently from the other people that they work with. And then they're looking forward to bringing you back again. I had somebody to book me in December of 2021. They paid for December of 2022. They paid me last year to do the training the first week of December this year. So think in advance. Don't get locked into what I'm doing this week. I want you to think for the whole quarter. Create your plan. Which programs? Make a decision. That's number one. Number one, make a decision. Which holidays will you promote? Number two, create your plan. That's how much money do you want to make fourth quarter? And then I want you to have your itemized list. I'm selling this many products. I'm selling this many. For me, I can say, all right, I'm going to sell this many books. I'm going to sell this many products, and I'm going to sell this many trainings, October, November, and December. And up here at the top is my overall goal. And I can look at every line item and see how many of each I need to sell to hit my goal to finish the quarter and finish the year strong. Y'all, is this helpful? Please tell me if this is helpful. Good morning, Miss Lou. Is this helpful for you? Because this is going to roll you into the next year, not trying to scramble. In January, what am I supposed to do to start the year? You've already created the momentum. Make sure when you go the extra mile, when people do business with you, make sure that you get their permission to add them to your email list, that you can reach out to them and let them know what you got coming up. So that's number two. Number three, set your dates. Set your dates. Y'all, I got to put my glasses on. I can't see. I be trying to be cute sometimes because of the glare. But it's all right. I can't see. All right, here we go. Number three, what are the dates of your campaign? So like if you're going to have a big holiday campaign, if you're running something real big, so I know that in order for them to get my Cyber Monday deal, they have that 1 week, that whole 7 days. From that Monday through that, I give them from Monday to that next Monday to book with me. And the reason I give them that kind of time, thank you, Steph. The reason I give them that kind of time is because in corporate, sometimes you got to get somebody else to approve it and sign off on it and things like that. So I give them 7 days. That's the date. If you ain't locked in your date or started a conversation with me after those 7 days, whatever you get, you're not guaranteed to have that discounted rate. Let your current customers know let your current customers know what you have coming. give them and I put that under the dates for a reason. So if you're going to have a special, okay, on your Train mugs, shout out to Train. If you're going to have a special on your mugs, right? So these sell at $25 each, but for your Black Friday sale, they can get them for $15, right? And that Black Friday sale is going to run for 2 days. Send it to your VIP customers 3 or 4 days in advance and give them 3 or 4 days to buy it before you open it up to the public. I did that with my class on December the 10th. I shared it in my group, the Training Room for Hungry Entrepreneurs, to give you all first dibs to secure the seats. Well, if the seats didn't sell out, now I open it up to the public. But I do give those people that's in my community first dibs to grab a seat. If you fail to grab the seat while it's in the community, now you got to contend with everybody else trying to get a seat, right? And so it's the same thing, but this is the benefit. The benefit is I thought of you first, and I gave you the first opportunity. If you're selling a product, do something for your VIP customers first. Let them know, hey, I'm getting ready to roll this out. Maybe you buy items, you buy a product. Somebody gave me this. One of my clients, Miss Tina McFarland, she's on here. Tina sells these beautiful little, this is a keychain. She put a picture of my husband and I in it. So maybe her special is these keychains, right? And so what you could do is you could offer these keychains to your VIP customers for a certain amount. Maybe you said, all right, if y'all get them, these are, I think, $15, something like that. So you can get these because you've been a VIP customer all of 2022, you can get your custom keychain for $10. Your payment and your order has to be in by October 31st. Now, why is that strategic? I told you know your dates, right? Because this could be part of her Black Friday special that she runs in November, but only her customers can get it first at the discounted rate. Now, what it does is it lets the customers know that they are valued and they are appreciated and they get to get their items ordered first. What it does for you as an entrepreneur is it also gives you the experience and it gives you the revenue in the month of October, even though these items are not going to be prepared until November because you got to October 31st to place your order. So I collected the revenue in October, and then I'm sending the items out in November. Now I'm also running the same special in November, but it's open up to the public. And in November, I'm collecting revenue for the same item, and these items probably will go out the 1st of December. They'll be Christmas gifts. I hope y'all are understanding this. I'm trying to give you some ideas to help you with whether you're selling a product or whether you're selling a service. Number 4, know in advance. I'm sorry. That was part of the other, let your customers know in advance. And number 4 is give value on your pages and in your emails. The communication that you have with your customers, make sure you're adding value to them. Somebody drop that in the comments. I can stay here all day, but I'm not. We almost done. I got less than 10 minutes and I'll be done. Adding value is so important. Don't just pop out. That's what the kids say now. Oh, she just popped out pregnant. Oh, she just popped out married. Don't just pop out with a special and we ain't heard nothing about you from you for your business and nothing. Continue to share and talk and build momentum. Thank you for dropping that in. Add value. You got to add value. Every email that you send, you might have a button on there for them to click to buy something, but it's also something on there that they can get. Like if you get my emails, there's going to be a link on there where you can schedule a one-on-one, you can schedule a discovery call, or you can register for my class. That's going to always be in the email, but it's also going to always be a video that's going to give you free content. I'm also always going to give you value. I'm always going to give you business advice, business tips, things that you can take and implement into your business immediately. Add value. Do the same thing on your business pages. Add value. Now, for those of you that don't have business pages and you run your business off of your personal Facebook page, let me tell you something. You need to turn it up a notch. Why do you need to turn it up a notch? You need to clean up your Facebook page if you're doing it personal and keep it professional. Share little things about your life. You share things about your family, share testimonials from your customers, share those videos of what you're doing. I want you to put reels on your personal page. I want you to post on there 2 to 3 times a day. Why? Because Facebook is offering you the opportunity to turn those personal pages into professional pages where they'll call you a digital creator. And once your page turns into a professional page, that personal page, this is a game changer, y'all, because this is where all your friends at anyway. Because if you go and create a business page, you got to try to get people to follow you. So if you don't already have a business page and you can share your business on your personal page, you need to be working like never before, because Facebook pays better than TikTok, I promise you. So when you get and you're posting those reels on a regular basis, you're getting engagement on those pages. People are connecting with you. They will offer you, after you've turned it to a digital page, they'll offer you to monetize your reels. They'll offer you to get paid for your events. And I'm not telling you something I heard. I'm telling you something I know. We've been getting paid for our reels and our events since January of this year. Now, I take all of that income and I drop it in our church's building fund because we got a goal of things that we're trying to do. But let me tell you, you can put that into your business account, right? However you want to do it. But if you are on social media, don't leave money on the table because you're not giving people value on that page. You want them to come to your page looking for that motivation moment of the day. You want them to come to your page looking for that tip in that area that you specialize in. If you are, I know one young lady, she started out making t-shirts, but she made most of her money now. She'll design it. And most people go to her website to buy the designs so they can make the t-shirts at their house. So instead of her getting mad that people were stealing her designs, she just started selling them for $150, $250. And guess what? She makes well over 6 figures selling her designs to other people, whereas before she was making no money because they were stealing them. I'm telling you, you got to understand how business works. She's going to do one. She's going to press it. She'll do the little video with the press. She's going to show what it is, and she's going to have the link in the description. For all of you out there, they can just click the link and go and buy it for $125, buy it for $250, buy. I think the most I've spent is like $3, and then they make the shirts themselves. She's still making money because now it's coming in bulk, and she do less work, make more money because she don't have to make the shirts. That's what I mean by add value. Utilize those social media pages strategically. Share little things, whatever it is that is connected to you that's meaningful. It's going to help you connect with other people. You're going to connect with other people. Let me tell you what I mean. Okay, now as a grandma, I have connected with other people with grandkids. I get a lot of views and comments when I share with my grandkids. If I share things about my children, if I share things that me and hubby are doing, I get a lot of views with that. I also get a lot of viewers with weight loss stuff. And I could post those things directly on my page. I want you to hear me. I can post it just as a video directly on my page. But I don't get paid for videos on my page. I get paid for views watched on Reels. So all my videos now are Reels. And if they're long Reels, like the one with me and my daughter for her wedding, I do them in parts. Part 1 of 3, part 2 of 3, part 3 of 3. And if people like it, guess what they do? They go to your page, your Reels page, they find it, and they watch all 3. You know how I know they watched all 3? Because I can look at the numbers, and the numbers are almost the same for every one of the videos. That means they went through to watch the whole thing. It's the same thing on TikTok. But listen, I'll make a couple $100 on Facebook with the exact same amount of views that I'll make 8 cents on TikTok. The same amount of views. The payment plan is just different. TikTok, you got to be live a lot more. I don't have time to be live. That's why you see people on TikTok live while they're eating. And they're talking to you while they're eating, their fingers all greasy and stuff like that. You know, that just goes against all my home training. I'm steady cleaning my fingernails and my teeth and all that stuff. But listen, they making money. I ain't hating on it. I'm saying do what works for you. When you go walking, go live on TikTok while you're walking in the park. People will walk and talk with you. I was a guest on somebody's TikTok last night, and they were talking about marriages and relationships. So you just got to do what works for you, is all I'm saying. Let social media work for you if you have the time for it. If you don't have the time for all that live stuff, do pre-recorded videos, utilize your reels, and get focused on your social media. So that's number 4. This number 4 was give value on your pages and give value in your emails. And the last thing I'm going to tell you is track your results. I said the same thing last year. Track your results. You need to know what worked and what didn't work. So next year, you don't repeat the things that didn't work. If you do them again, you will tweak it. Maybe people needed a little bit more advance notice. Maybe just whatever you did on social media didn't work. And let me tell you, you cannot make a post one time and say, well, nobody wanted it. No, baby, nobody saw it. Have you ever done that experiment where you post and say, put the date and time? Hey, everybody, drop the date and time that you saw this post in your comments. You will see that some people saw it that day. A lot of people saw it that day. But there was a lot of people that didn't see it to the next day, 2 days later, 3 days later. Some people saw it 4 days later. When I have to switch between pages on these new profiles. When I switch between pages, and I switch every day. When I go to one of my pages, everything I see is like 2 days later. Like they posted it 2 days ago or 1 day ago. I don't know why I don't see it the day of. I make sure I comment on it and, so that I can start seeing more and more of that stuff in my newsfeed. It just don't work like that. So sometimes when I see stuff, it's 2 days later. So if you get ready to go live tonight and tell people about your product and you make a post at 9:30 and say, I'm going to be live to share my product at 10 o'clock, most of us ain't even going to see it till tomorrow morning. So it ain't that we didn't want to support you tonight. It's that we did not see the post. And so if you got a schedule of when you're going to be live, you got a schedule of when you're doing a training, post it that morning if you're going live that night. Or do like I did inside of the event today, Training Room for Hungry Entrepreneurs. I created an event on yesterday, sent everybody an invite so that you knew that I was coming. And I didn't wait until this morning, unless it's a pop-up. Sometimes I get a good idea and it's just a pop-up and I got to tell you right then, right? But if you got time to plan it, let people know in advance. Excuse me. So I could have did an event, or I could have posted it yesterday. I could have posted it again this morning. And then I could have went live today. And then I could have been trying to send it out, but I sent out the event. So I wasn't going to be in the comments trying to notify everybody and do all that. You just got to do what works for you, but be strategic and track your results. Track your sales. Track how many people ask you questions. Let me tell you this. All right, I got 4 minutes. How many people ask you questions? So if you put out an ad, I got a flyer. So if I put out a flyer about my program that's coming up on December 10th, it's an on-site training. And I had 30 people to ask me, if I had 30 people to say, well, when is it? What y'all gonna be doing? How much it costs? What I need to bring? And they asking me all these questions, but ain't nobody signing up. You know whose fault that is? That's my fault. That means that my promotion is not clear. Answer people's questions before they ask. Who can come to this class? Who gonna best benefit from this class? So you will see this month, as I'm sharing it more publicly, you'll see if you're selling a service, you guys, you got your graphic that you're sharing, but you can share a few tips. Answer their questions in the description as you share it. Each time it can be something different. Who is the ideal audience? Who do you want to speak to? Who needs to be in the room? One post can be, what problem do you solve for them? Are you stressed? You're overwhelmed? You're overworked? You're working hard but getting little pay? We need to look at your numbers. Speak to the problem that you solve, and then that's going to resonate with those people that you're speaking to. That goes back all the way to the first thing I said in the beginning. Don't be afraid to speak directly to your audience. You'll get rich in your niche. If you're in the cup industry, talk to people that drink coffee or want to keep their stuff cold or want to keep their stuff hot. If you're selling calendars and journals, this one is for leaders. This one is specifically for people in multi-level marketing, or she says multi-level direct sellers or entrepreneurs. Because even if you're not a direct seller, but you're an entrepreneur, you'll benefit from this calendar. If you're selling these type things, talk about the stuff that is stressful to them, to catch their eye. You know, you got team meetings, you're trying to run your business and help your team run their business. I got strategies for you in my calendar. And she does. This ain't my calendar. This is her calendar. And I've been using this calendar since 2018 and I absolutely love it. So all I'm saying is you can get rich in your niche. Speak to the people that need what it is that you have. If you're in the beauty industry, speak to the people that utilize your services in the beauty industry. Don't be afraid to talk directly to them because you ain't trying to get everybody. Remember with this, we only need to sell 20 cups. I don't need 5,000 Facebook friends to be engaged in this. I only need 20 people. I only need 20 people. Or I need 5 businesses that want to buy cups for their staff. That's all I need. So you have to figure out how to work this thing for yourself. All right, here we go. Number 1, identify the holidays you're going to promote. You can simplify that by saying number 1 is create a plan. Number 1 is make a decision. Number 2 is create the plan. This is where you're going to be specific. You're going to have your itemized list, the products and services that you're selling, how many of each one of those that you're going to sell. That's going to get you to your overall financial goal for the quarter. This combined cumulative financial goal for the quarter. And number 3, set your dates, the dates of your campaign to know how long each campaign is going to run, especially if you're doing bundles and things like that. You're providing certain services. And number four is give value, add value. Do not wait until the day before you're trying to run your special to start talking about your business. Do it now. Go ahead and start building momentum now. Go ahead and start creating excitement right now. And number 5, track your results. Track your sales. Put everything in one place. I use Square. You can use whatever you want to use. And when I first started my business, I used a spreadsheet. I used to write everything down that happened if I wasn't home, and I would come home and I would put it in my spreadsheet. So I knew exactly how much money I had going out in one spreadsheet tab, and I knew exactly how much money was coming in the other spreadsheet tab, and I can subtract one from the other and see what my profit was. I knew my numbers. So even if you don't have nothing fancy, know your numbers, okay? So those are the things so you can track your results and see what works for you. Do you guys have any questions for me? Any questions for me? Any questions? If you do, drop it in the chat. I'll give you about 30 seconds to see if anybody got any questions. Y'all don't forget, December 10th is our on-site training here in Vidalia, Georgia. We're going to be looking at your numbers. I wrote it down. Good gracious. I got little notes everywhere. We're going to be looking at your numbers, your 2023 implementation plan. We're going to look at your pricing, your branding, and we're going to review your systems to make sure that you have those foundational things in place. But bring those hard questions. Bring those things that worked and the things that didn't work in your business. So we're going to do like a whole real life case study right there on the spot. And that's why we're keeping it small, so that you can leave there ready to work. Not ready to think about what you need to do to go to work, but you're going to have the plan in place ready to go to work. Our early bird registration was $149. It saves you $50. Regular price is $199. The link is in the description of this video. I left 7 tickets at $149. So if you click the link in the description, you can get it at $149. When those 7 tickets are gone, the price will be $199. So you can save $50 by grabbing that early bird rate ticket. And I get this question a lot. How long do I have to get it for $149? And the answer is you can get it at $149 until those 7 tickets are gone. And when they are gone, then it goes back up to $199. So they could all sell out today. They could all sell out tomorrow. You just got to go ahead and be okay with investing in yourself. And guess what? Anything that you buy from me for your business is a tax write-off. It is a business expense. You're going to get a receipt and you're going to be covered. All right, you guys, I don't see any questions. Y'all are welcome. Thank you, Ms. Rose, and everybody that joined us on this beautiful, it turned out to be a beautiful Saturday. So thank y'all for joining us on this Saturday, and I'll be back again next week with some more information. Y'all have a great day.